Hello everybody. Just making a quick video to add to this post I'm going to make about kind of the disparity between cops and rebels. I do want to start out by saying, as somebody who's played way more cop on various Altus Life servers, including RGN, I usually lean into favor of cop. I've always said that the cops should have inherent advantages to them, given their nature. However, I think our current situation on the server doesn't lean a little in favor of police. It leans entirely towards police. There's no situation where they're on their back foot, so to speak. And one main thing I'm going to show is the disparity in gear. So we'll start off with our standard cop vest. It's the carrier rig black standard vest. And we'll start out with just an MX, just standard weapon that's available to both factions. Simple, non-suppressed. The suppressor I'll talk about in a second. And I'm not because I want them on Rebel, but I just want to point out where the disparity starts to grow. So you can see here this typical cop vest. It's the standard vest you see most officers wearing. From a 6.5 rifle, it is 3 shots directly to the chest plate for a kill. And that is standard. Sometimes it'll be a little higher. Sometimes you might get a deflect like that one, and it takes you more shots. But that's just part of the way it goes. Headshots obviously are always kills. That's both sides of the factions. I would love to land headshots every shot, but this is Arma, and it doesn't always go that way. What I will show you is the Rebel vest, the Rebel variant that we get at all of our Rebel outposts. I will point out there is a Rebel variant of this vest. You could easily tilt both sides with that. But the vest we have is the Mark 1 CTRG carry plate. Now you could do the US carry, but I think it's either the same or it's less armor. I think it's the same, really. But yeah, we don't have this one, which would be way OP, and I'm not asking you for that. But here's the basic vest that we have, and you see most rebels use. And you'll see here that instead of 3 bullets, it takes 2. Obviously, again, you get deflects like that one. You get a few off the weapon. It's not going to kill right away in 2 shots, but 2 clean shots to the chest plate. It is a 2-shot kill. Getting deflects. So anytime they bypass the weapon, it's a 2-shot kill. Wait for the weapon to come down. 2-shot kill. And then comes to one of the weapons, which I can't for the life of me figure out why it's not on Rebel, because it does have a Rebel variant, which is the Type 115. I paid for my DLC. I'd love to use it. But we'll put on the cop vest, which is the carrier rig black again. Standard gun. I'm not doing anything funny with ammo. And we'll test it. It's going to be 3 shots again. So 3 shots. 3 shots to the vest. And here's where the suppressor does something in Arma that's kind of even stretches the disparity between gear even further. So for whatever reason in Arma, whenever you place a suppressor on a weapon, it gains muzzle velocity. So it gains terminal speed, which basically makes it more lethal. So we see that same vest, same cop vest, see, that was taking 3 bullets before with the unsuppressed Type 115, and it becomes a 2-shot kill because it's gained terminal velocity. So not only is the shot silenced, but it's also gained lethal. It's become more lethal, and because it's become greater at it's gained terminal velocity, it's actually greater at distance as well. So it's going to land on its target more consistently. See, 1 shot. I'll aim under a bit because it is suppressed and it's climbing at a higher terminal velocity, so it should carry over him somewhere in this ballpark. I have to find the sweet spot with this gun. It's going to be aiming over because, again, it's gained terminal velocity, and the game doesn't quite know how to handle that right away. May even be closer to 900, 850. Yeah, so 850. So you can see it's gained terminal velocity. But essentially, it takes that disparity and it grows it even further. I just wanted to show that. There's going to be other topics I want to discuss in my post, but I figured that would need to be discussed.